Greetings, legends! The new update brings holiday spirit, along with the Pan-Asian destroyer branch arriving in full force. The new ships are equipped with deep-water torpedoes that can deal massive damage to every ship type, except their destroyer peers. Tier 6 Gajah Mada and Tier 7 Sinyang can swap the smoke generator for radar, creating additional tactical opportunities. More dedicated commanders are here to helm these ships too. Brave Deng Shicheng and Sa Zhenbing. Research the branch now. The Bureau is decorated for celebrations as well, with 2 new projects to choose from. Go for the US Super Battleship Montana with extra guns and enhanced torpedo protection, or the Special Dragon Fleet project, rewarding a haul of commander progression items. Want to compete? We got you. Ranked Battles Season 20 is here, with aircraft carriers available to fight with. We're also bringing something to party in style. American Cruiser Alaska, British Destroyer Lightning, and German battleship Gneisenau are all getting fancy snow camouflages. Celebrate the holidays with legends this year and turn the tide.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to this December update stream. My name is Robin, and of course today I am not alone. We have 2 more people with us, one of which is a special guest most of you guys have been waiting for. So with me is Princeblip.
Hello everyone, glad to be back from the United States. So I'm finally back in a live stream. I know I've missed the past 2 or 3. But I'm back here in the seat, and I'm going to be helping Robin provide some gameplay today and answering questions.
And hopefully it goes well. But we have one more person with us today on this stream. And I'll just leave it to him to introduce himself.
Yes, hello. I'm not back from the US. I'm not back in the stream. First time for me. Some of you might already know me from a weird game called World of Warships PC. But to just introduce myself, I'm Zehales or Jan, or Zehales or S, or call me whatever. I'm used to it. I moved over from the PC team to the awesome Legends team. And I hope my sound is good, but it seems so. So yeah, I'm taking over from Tikana, Chris, to lead the team here in Prague and well, deal with your stuff, deal with the team stuff, join you here on stream, and general community shenanigans. Just a little heads up, while I did try to stay up to date when it comes to Legends, and the guys were really helpful with that over the years. As I said, I moved over from PC, so right now I'm still arriving, settling in, learning the game, learning the people, learning the processes, and might not be too helpful. Damn, he sounds like kind of, well, probably because we're both German and we both got a relatively strong German accent. Chrysanthos, hi, how's Prague? There's Chrysanthos here in chat. Huh. But Carbide, I know. Hey, ho. But yeah, we're both, I'm German just like Chris, so feel free to also speak to me in German. Not in the chat today, but on Discord. Feel free to say hi. I'm already on the Discord server. I was just hiding, lurking in the shadows. Herzlich willkommen. Thank you.
It's not just Chrysanthos, but also Carbide.
Yeah, Carbide I said hello to. Chrysanthos I didn't see before, but now I did.
So the picture you see here is 75% of the community team. We are just missing Final Boss, and but yeah, Zehales is a season.
Hopefully soon TM join us.
Yeah, I mean, I really want him here. But yeah,
visa
chat,
process is
today
annoying.
your job today, because Zehales is a veteran PC player, seasoned PC player, and PC community contributor and project manager. Am I correct?
I was community project manager.
Yeah, community project manager. So combining both. Yes.
On PC, I dealt with the German community. I dealt with our forum moderation and forum admin stuff. I dealt with our Discord, administrating, moderating, doing all this stuff. In general, I like Discord, so feel free to ping me there.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, all kinds of other things. I like programming, so I did some stuff for the team there as well, and maybe I can do it in this team now as well. I hope, maybe.
But chat, please, if you have any questions for Cialis, feel free to poke him about it, because, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. You don't know that much about the game just yet, and basically, like, just try to ask him questions that are directed at him and not specifically the game, because Cialis would not be able to answer in the full details.
I mean, I can
So
try, and
you can try.
if I see any question, I will just ask the two guys, and they will probably help us.
Yep.
I'm gonna do my classic sound checkup, guys. If any of us are too loud, too low, please tell us, and I'll make adjustments on the fly. I want you guys to hear us loud and clear. So there's that.
Indeed. First question for Cialis: what is your favorite number?
Oh boy, starting heavy already.
Ooh, that's a difficult one. Any prime number.
Any
I like prime numbers.
Okay.
3, 7. I'm a bit of like a nerd. Some people might already figure that or know that, but yes. How old am I? I know I look like 15, but I'm not. I'm turning 27. And I saw a question about my favorite Pokemon, but quite frankly, I played and watched Pokemon in German, so I have no clue for most Pokemons what their names are in English. So I can't actually answer that. The hardest is a little quiet, I should say.
Let me see if I can raise you up.
Yeah, raise me up a bit maybe. Maybe wait, I can actually also try to maybe this way. Now it should be good.
fine.
Now it should be good. Yeah.
At this point, it should be good.
Pronounced like Cialis? Well, it's like, I mean, originally my name was meant to like mean nothing, so that's why there's no like good relation, because there is none. Originally, my teenage me, who didn't know that there's anything else but Germany apparently, didn't really think about the fact that people might be confused and
On
don't
how to
know it's
pronounce
meant
it?
to be Cialis,
Yeah.
which is funny because most people who know me and like get to meet me and know I'm German pronounce it correctly, while all the Germans get confused because it has no meaning and believe it's English. But yeah, Cialis, Cialis, Jan, however you want.
I have another question. What is Cialis' favorite cruiser and why is it Katori?
I mean,
You answer that.
Katori needs some love, definitely. But to be more serious, my favorite line on PC so far, and in that matter also cruiser, was the British light cruisers. I love them. I, because of that, also right away started playing them on PlayStation. Like I am, just to have some background as well there, I personally have never owned an Xbox, but I did own PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, trying very hard to get a PlayStation 5, but I suffer with you. Well, at work I got one.
I managed to get one a few weeks ago.
Uh-oh.
What, sorry?
Congratulations.
I managed to get one a few weeks ago.
Shame, shame, shame. So as you like me as your new boss, right? You will sell it to me, right?
No. My old boss sold it to me, so I can't do that.
No, but I'm trying to get PS5 with disc. I actually did. I know I should probably not favor and just get what I can, but yeah, like I generally like to play some like pretty much all kinds of games, but like RPGs and stuff with it's just made for controllers. Otherwise, I did play Legends like occasionally in the office, to be quite frank, and I did like witness basically all the alpha, and I have been with wargaming for over 6 years now. So I joined basically a month after Warships PC was released. Before that, I was part of the alpha in Warships PC. I was moderator before I even joined wargaming. Was super tester. So I basically like saw the whole the whole creation of both PC and Legends as well. Communist Flower is asking, what made you want to take up Legends as senior community manager, Cialis? So, to be quite frank, of course, it's a career step.
It's a what?
But it's a career step. But generally just something new. Like I've been, as I said, I've been with wargaming on the, well, actually I did work on mobile games and console beforehand. Like I used to work on all games because there were no like product-related teams. It was just a German team. But it's mainly just something new to try. Oh God, Papa
I'm
Nicholas.
just seeing the comments from Papa.
Oh no, oh no.
We need to revoke that man's Photoshop license yesterday.
I'm
Well, he's gonna
afraid.
go to camp.
I'm afraid he will probably just use Paint and still be able to like.
That man scares me a bit.
It is
something.
sometimes. You worry about making weird faces on stream.
But yeah,
Because you
so,
know.
Oh yeah.
so I've been basically only dealing with PC stuff, yeah, like the Legends team. I mean, I know the guys already. Nothing new, nothing surprising. So I knew the team was quite nice, and like it was just a nice opportunity. Like they asked me, hey, would you like to become Chris 2.0, T-Kanner 2.0? I was actually considering renaming myself to Kaffeekanne. I didn't. Now I'm just Sehalis everywhere.
Thank you for that.
I mean, it would have been maybe nice to like introduce myself as Kaffeekanne on Discord, like, but then it happened to be like
You would have
the stream being
confused
the
all
first
of our
one.
moderators.
First
Like,
introduction.
wait,
Who is
he's
this guy?
back?
This guy is like the new weird community guy.
Imposter.
Hi, I'm
That's
Jan.
illegal.
I'm Sehalis. I'm here leading the team now. But yes, that's basically the story how I got here. It was basically just like, hey, we need a new senior CM. And I was asked, and I said, yes, hell yeah, let's try it.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm
we
really
are-
excited
and we are
to
glad
work
to
with it.
have
I
you.
mean, the game seems nice, the team is nice, the community seems nice so far, so please stay nice.
Oh, you will see the depth and the pits.
I know, I basically just like summoned
dark
the
rooms.
memes and bad ideas.
Yeah.
Kaffeekanne would be funny, yes, but probably also not that original.
I will make a bit of an interlude here. Today's stream is also focused on the second part of the new update, which brings a few more content to basically the Origins of Wisdom campaign. So same campaign as you guys know. I'm pretty certain everybody in the chat have read the patch notes, or at least I'm informed of what's going on. So a bit of a late stream when it comes to an update stream, but it's not really an update stream as well because it's not really an update as well.
I mean, but then
It
again,
is.
we have a whole new tech tree.
We have a whole new tech
So,
tree.
like,
Yes.
It's 75% of an update.
Yes, exactly. But it's not a full one. So
But-
apologize if the stream was late. It's a bit overdue.
Well,
But now we're here.
we
So.
do promise to have a whole lot more for the next update.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Get ready.
Oh yeah. So TLDR, and we'll go right back to see how it's after that. We have, as Mr. Princeblip mentioned, a full Pan-Asian destroyer tech tree, starting from tier 1 to tier 7, featuring I'm gonna butcher these names, and I apologize in advance. Shihan,
We all do.
Wang, Xianyang, Jianwei, Fushun, Gajamada, and Xiangyang. The specificity of these destroyers, what are they? Flip.
So they're a mix of destroyers from a bunch of different design lineages and nations. So most of these are, well, almost all of these are Lend-Lease destroyers or destroyers that were sold or were given away to various nations across Asia. And so, and saw service basically throughout and after World War II. And they have a bunch of different lineages. The only one that is, or the only two that are quote unquote paper ships are the first one and Jianwei, which Jianwei is a British design that was rejected for being a little bit too small.
But they do bring also a new mechanic, which was not present before in Legends, and that is deep water torpedoes. And the principle of these torpedoes, they can hit anything but destroyers. So you're going to be able to hit carriers, battleships, and cruisers. Although the destroyers, the torpedoes will go right below them and not do any damage, not hit them whatsoever. The game also has an icon that tells you impossible to hit target when you are selecting a destroyer with these torpedoes. So please try not to torp a DD with them because it's just not going to work out.
Don't be that guy.
They also have one more charge on average than your average destroyers for smokes, meaning that you have a bit more room to maneuver with your smoke consumables. And starting at tier 6, the ships can also switch from smoke to radar, which is very interesting. So that's the basic trait of these. They are a bit of a jacks of all trades when it comes to combat capabilities, at least in my book. But they do have the peculiarity of not being able to counter destroyers very well. because of course the lack of ability to torp them. And the fact that the designs kind of vary. You have like the US destroyers, which have like kind of the same caliber across all tiers, kind of the same principle of design, and the firepower gets, you know, increasingly high, and the gameplay stays the same. Whereas on this line, personally, I don't know what you think about it, Lane, but the gameplay changes drastically, especially from Janwei to Fushun, and then from Fushun to Gajamada. You change caliber, you change amount of guns, you change amount of torpedoes. Xiang Yang basically is Benson, I believe, a Benson class. While Gajamada is some sort of tribal class.
Yeah. Xian Yang is technically a Gleaves class, but it's some people call it the Gleaves Benzing class. It's the same design, more or less. So, but yeah, the Gajamada is a in-class destroyer from the Royal Navy, which is a completely different design, and that is very similar to Jervis.
Sorry about that. What really surprised me is the difference in playstyles from all these ships. Like, it's very varied.
Yeah.
The Fushun is essentially some sort of Gnevny or Project 7 design.
Yes.
You know, with the classic 4x1 130mm guns. It is a Russian ship, basically, on design.
Yeah, you jump from a Russian destroyer to a British destroyer to an American destroyer in terms of design, but of course you have that Pan-Asian flair of the deep water torpedoes and a little bit more emphasis on the torpedo attack.
Yes.
So I'm already seeing requests from Cerberus and a couple others to have me on full screen again for memeing, but guys, you can just clip it. There's this. Okay. Or Robert.
I have
Robin
the power here,
just
you know, like,
traitor.
Unfortunately, I am in charge of this
Wait
stream.
for me, wait for me. Next time it's you.
I can't just press a button, you know, and you're on the screen. So I'm just going to throw you under the bus every time.
No, I think that was long enough.
I am that kind of person.
If Cerberus wasn't fast enough, that's on him. But again, like, there's this nice feature of like going back in the stream,
rewinding,
or clipping on Twitch, whichever platform you're on.
But that's not the only thing coming this update.
Got it. Oh no!
we also have more stuff, and Blip, if you can oblige, I'll be happy to follow up.
Yes. So we have, as well as the Pan-Asian ships, we have finally the long-awaited arrival of the Montana and Strasbourg. So we're showing off the Montana now, and the Montana is the quote-unquote follow-up design from the Iowa class battleships. It is, but it should not be taken as just an Iowa with more guns. It has significantly better armor, it has more guns. It's a little bit slower and a little bit less maneuverable, possibly, than the Iowa class, and it is bigger, heavier, chunkier, tankier.
That comment, you're asking console players to figure out how to use a PC, so just remember, we're simple folk. Come on, a scroll bar, like... Come on.
But I've seen a comment
if you want to meme the hell out of me, be my guest, but then you have to work for it.
You have to, you have to own it. But I've seen a comment saying Robin's last stream, sadly. I'm not sure where you get this information from, but this is not true. This is not my last stream.
Nah, they were memeing because, like, I'm your boss now, and you were, like, abusing your powers. Oh. No, guys, we know each other. We have had a lot of banter already, and... if anybody knows me and like the interaction on the PC side on streams, because I've been on streams there, mostly German now, as well, like in general, whether it's PC, whether it's Legends, like we're all sitting here in one office, we're all having a lot of fun, and we don't really take each other that serious.
And so for armor thickness on the Montana, somebody was asking, the belt armor is 16 inches thick, it is angled. But the deck, or the bow and stern, are 32 millimeters, and the center deck is 38, if I remember correctly.
38, correct? Yes.
Yep. So nice and tanky. Can bounce a few shells. Can bounce a few HE shells.
Germans 8-inch guns will penetrate that. 8 inches on
yes,
right?
yeah, yes. Yeah. German heavy cruisers will be able to pin it, but the German light cruisers will not.
No,
so
that is the deck. That is. But then you have your classic element of 32mm plating on the extremities.
Yeah. And of course, there's the superstructure. They can always pin the superstructure pretty much. So.
Granted, the Citadel is essentially at the waterline, very slightly above it. So it is a tanky battleship. but it's gonna get punished while broadside. It's not as bad as Conqueror or Yamato, definitely not. It does has some protection, but basically don't show broadside with this because it is a long ship as well. You know, much longer than Iowa, and it will get punished if you misplay as any other ships. And we'll try to demonstrate that not today during the stream.
By the way, keep up the memes. I like the Sailing Robin will become the Rowing Robin.
Probably playing battleships, definitely, because I am not a battleship main whatsoever.
And
What
Theos, yes, I do. In fact, like anime.
You are.
I'm not a super weep, but I don't mind a bit of anime. Also, because I see a lot of questions like PC got a few new lines, and generally there are a lot of nations and ships and tech trees and branches that are not yet present in Warships Legends. But as always, you guys know the drill probably. I'm pretty sure the guys already reminded you during the last streams. If there's nothing announced yet, we cannot tell you, even if we know in 2 years XYZ is coming. But as soon as we can announce it, we will of course do so. And just keep in mind, adding all the ships with all the details and all the stuff, it takes a lot of time. It's not like you just snap your fingers and you got a new ship. Would be really nice.
Discussion. We've
Wouldn't
had
mind.
that speech.
I believe it's a perpetual, like never-ending discussion in pretty much any game.
When is this coming?
Yes.
I mean, sometimes we do tease stuff when we're allowed to.
Yeah.
And it happens. We gave you so many goodies, guys. I mean, goodies as is information. And goodies too, actually.
Yeah.
But that aside, we gave you so many hints and so many information ahead of time during the streams that you guys should not poke us again about.
I mean, I can actually leak one thing. There will be more ships coming.
Oh,
surprise. Oh, wow.
No.
The second ship to come to the update is, I mean, as a French person, I have to be biased here. You know, it is what it is. But also Blip has been expecting this ship for a long time, so we kind of have our heart warmed up by this arrival, and it's of course Strasbourg.
Indeed.
Some people in the chat were asking me to sail the ship today, and I'm gonna tell them that it's a Stronker, Dunkirk, and a baby Jean-Bart.
Oh, it's a strong Dunkirk.
And so somebody actually caught me sailing it earlier today and asked me about it and asked the team. The Strasbourg will be coming in next week.
Next week.
So get ready for that. The main differences between Strasbourg and Dunkirk is that it is at tier 6 rather than at tier 5.
Just a sec, Robert, could you boost Blip's mic a little? He's a bit more quiet than...
I can yeah, maybe try to talk a bit closer to the microphone.
I'll get a little bit closer for now.
Or just, yeah, just
Oh, that
move it
good.
closer to yourself.
So the main difference between Strasbourg and Dunkirk is that it's tier 6 rather than tier 5. And the armor is very slightly better in terms of the belt armor thickness, belt armor angle, and the turret armor is a little bit better. But the pride and joy of this ship is that it gets access to a main battery reload booster.
Yes.
Not just one, but 2 of them.
That's what makes the ship actually step up the tier, actually, because it brings just a hell of more firepower.
Yeah, and the maneuverability is also slightly better, if I remember right, which helps it out a lot. And it can do a little bit more wiggling than Dunkirk can for how large of a ship it is. And if we can show the armor off...
The armor's the same as Dunkirk, isn't it?
Yeah,
on the big, like the big picture.
The big scale of things, it's a relatively lightly armored ship with plating everywhere.
Yes.
So it eats HE like no other, but it has a little bit more resistance to incoming shell or AP shells than Dunkirk, but not a whole lot. You don't want to rely on it.
You remain a cruiser hunter at heart. And slugging it out directly with other battleships will not be in your favor because you get overmatched by essentially. I mean, no. You cannot even bounce. Yeah. You will only be able to bounce calibers like your own, so 340. Is it
330?
Yeah, 30, and maybe Lyon's 340.
Yeah.
At tier
so
6.
At tier 6, and there's a few 350, like.
56, like the KGV or something.
Yeah.
Like but the likes of Sinop, Colorado, and everything, will just punch right through you. So keep that in mind. You are a brawler against cruisers and basically anything that cannot overmatch you. The rest, you are still susceptible to HE as well because you're covered in 26 millimeter. Your deck is 26, your upper belt is 26 millimeters. So essentially, you have to play this ship a bit more cautiously, like a large cruiser, essentially, with a lot of firepower. So, yes.
So just quickly, I will check Discord afterwards. Apparently there were already shit posts. And also I saw a couple questions by presumably German speakers. Whether there are going to be any German-speaking streams, quite frankly, for the foreseeable future, not because I just have to get better at the game. Otherwise, I will not be able to answer that many questions, so it's going to be a very boring screen of you just watching me play and us talking about whatever. But we can think about that in the future, definitely.
I've seen a question asking for anti-air stats of the Strasbourg. Now, I'm not sure if my commander affects this, possibly. But the ship has a relatively decent setup of anti-air, mostly the 130 millimeters, which have the longest range and some of the highest damage per second. But then your close range also have some decent, like the 13.2 millimeter guns also have some, actually the highest DPS. So the entire suit, it will get you, you know, it's not gonna prevent any CV from focusing you down if you are a lone target.
Yep.
So
It's not great, not
yes.
terrible.
You are faster than average. With my speed on my build right now that I'll show you in a second, reaching 32.5 knots. So you're not a slow battleship.
Speaking of an AA and CVs, there was also a question whether I like CVs or what's my stance on them. I haven't played them yet on Legends, so I don't know. For PC, the main issue for me was that the controls are like so different. It just feels like a different game, which is also the main thing that the CV players like. I assume it's probably going to be nicer to play on Legends, so I'll definitely try them out. And once I did, I can tell you if they like them or not. And there was also a question about Blip's commander. Like whether it's affecting the consumables, I believe. I was
No,
not quite
I'm not
sure
running fully
what it was
stocked,
about.
but I don't know if Robin is or not. 'Cause
I
Robin's
am running Will to Rebuild on Strasbourg, yeah, definitely, because Giprad doesn't have this. So she comes stock with 2 charges of MBRB.
Yep.
That's by default.
Good question though.
Yes, yes. So I should have. It's like the Jean Bart, she comes equipped with 2 base charges of the consumer. That is stock. The rest is affected by my commander. But we will post the infographics for the ship stats without any commanders very soon, when the ship is released, basically next week. And then just to cover up the rest, and then we'll just start a way overdue battle. We have 3 camouflages coming for Legendary Tier Alaska, which is the, Winter Alaska, I believe the name of the camouflages. Yes, Winter Alaska. Which, I mean, they just look sick. I'm actually going to go full screen on this because I feel like they look fantastic. The red deck is a great addition to it. Maybe a bit too red, I don't know, but I like it that way.
It's a nice contrast.
So to kick off the Christmas celebration, because it is coming sooner than everyone anticipates, as usual, we have this camouflage for Alaska. We have the same camouflage for Tier 7 British Destroyer Lightning. And that is, I mean, it's just, you know, what can I say?
It goes faster because it's red.
You got it. And there's even an Orc commander for it if you want to go full Warhammer style. And then we also have the same camouflage for Tier 6 German battleship Genese now. So looking pretty sweet if you ask me. Genese now even have some damage on the paint, which is actually the only one. Really dig that look. Genese now has already a beautiful ship. This makes it even more beautifuler. Very English of me, but what I mean.
More beautiful, yeah.
And you can acquire these camouflages for SWs in the store.
Yep.
Guys, just to repeat myself, when there are new news about new ships, we cannot tell you, but we will sooner or later get pretty much all ships you can think of. It will just probably take a few years or decades. Probably rather decades. And also, there was a question, I don't know if you said it, I actually was reading chat, but could you just repeat or say how you can actually get the camos, if you did say it already?
Yeah, you can actually get them in the store. They will be on the featured page. It's the Winter is Coming pack, as you can see right here. it's a pack basically having all three of them. They come as standard grade 4 camo, so you don't have to upgrade them. Otherwise, the package would be cheaper doubloon wise. But they come equipped as tier 4 camouflages already.
And if you just want one of them, you can buy them separately, but that will be at a grade 1.
Yes.
So you'll have to upgrade it afterwards.
You can actually go to the supplies, go to the camo tab, and you will find them. Well, the pack is also there, but you can also find like the Snow Alaska, Snow Lightning, and Snow Ghanesa now. I call them winter, but it's actually snow. For 750 doubloons as grade 1 camouflage as well. So there's options there.
Yep.
Also, for the keen eyes, the key is now available for global XP. Just say. So if you have the XP, get yourself a key, and that should be most of what's going on in this update. Naturally, with the mains campaign still going strong.
Indeed.
Still have 2 weeks and a half to finish it. So, what do you say, Lane? I say we go with Montana. We just get at the big guns first.
All right.
Are you okay with that?
Oh no, I'm not even in a division.
Professional
Perfectly
streamers, guys.
prepared.
Professional streamers. Interlude.
It wouldn't be a stream without a mistake.
No, of course not. I sent you an invite.
All right. I got it.
Definitely not intended. Definitely not planned.
I mean, the Montana, I forgot to mention, the Montana is currently available to get in Le Bureau project. So this is a very standard bureau with 12 segments and a whole bunch of rewards within. There is a full breakdown available on Wars builds and also the Excel sheet from Mark, aka White. You can find both of these on our social. Also, we have another Bureau Pro project, which is dedicated to the release of these Pan-Asian destroyers. This project will give you 1 commander crate for the Pan-Asian DDs, the Pan-Asian commanders, my bad, and enough promotion orders and insignia to actually put 1 commander from level 0 to all the way to level 16, which is exactly what I did. I mean, I also put him up to legendary 3, but if you finish that bureau project, you'll have enough to put any commander of your wish from level 1, from rank 1 to rank 16. So get going. This bureau project is also going to be limited, so I would highly advise you start it, at least to make it permanent on your account if you don't want to run it right away.
Yep. Just
So
start
that's
it. Get at least 1 point of research, 1 research point in the project, and then it will stay on your account.
There we go. Double Monty, hey. So what's my
Double
build?
Monty.
Let me have a quick look at that.
One might say it's the full Monty.
Oh, I went full accuracy because one thing. I mean, we had the chance of actually live testing the Montana before the stream on the live server. So I've been trying to tweak the best possible build. And honestly, snipers are gonna love this ship. It is very accurate. You don't have like the overmatch capability of a Georgia or a Yamato. You know, you don't have these big guns. You do suffer from the bouncy on 32mm or even the likes of Edinburgh with 30mm plating. Although you have the bonus of being very accurate, and hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate this without completely failing. Otherwise, if I do fail, I'll send it over to Blip.
Yep.
Let's get to battle.
I'm just glad that whenever I went into queue, it didn't take me into a battle, because that would have been really weird. Would have been an epic stream failure. But here we go. So,
What is the holiday 2022 bureau from the update video? I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. No, there was a slip up. Just see it as a light teaser, but that's all we can say right now.
Yep.
But yes, definitely good eyes on the people who actually noticed it.
Somebody wants to see the Montana's permanent camouflage.
I would, but that would be blue balling you guys because it's not available yet.
Yeah, but I mean, it would also like
The hunter
Yeah.
camo I've put is actually the closest look that you can actually get for the perma camo. It's very close to it.
Yep.
It's gonna be black and white striped, mostly gray, kind of look at this point. So
we are at CCAP. Where do we want to just take CCAP?
why am I not surprised to see not Cerberus in his Yamato? Serb never change, never change. Good old Serb, good old Cerberus. Never change. Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's skinny at Swedish tech tree. That's not how it works.
I think we just chill on this. I would actually put the guns on the left side and put our bow towards B. Let our Shima do the spotting.
Guys, if you ask any question that was directed at me or also generally, I was very much prepared in a way that I couldn't scroll the chat. Now I can just put it up on my laptop in front of me. So if I actually didn't see your questions or didn't answer them while the guys were fully immersed in talking all things ships, then feel free to just ask them again.
That was not intended, he says. Sure, sir. I will believe that. Can we have some X in the chat to doubt, please? Just press all the X's in like that you can possibly press. That'd be amazing. Thank you very much.
Massa over here.
Black Massa. All right. Let's understand it. Now the Montana. He's shooting HE. He's shooting HE. Thank you very much. Actually, that's perfect.
Yes. So if you want to deal damage to a broadside, maybe don't.
Well, then again, it's like it is a Montana at like 19 kilometers.
Yes.
You might not be able to pin that with a Massa.
Definitely, we are going to bounce on each other a lot. Granted, there are some skills in Legends that allow you to... He's reversing, isn't he? Or he's just stationary at least. All right, let me just stand now.
Like there, as we can see.
There we go. That's the kind of grouping you can get with the Montana, which is pretty simple.
That's a whole lot of X's.
Yeah, just like that. This is the kind of grouping. I definitely can actually pen that guy. So that was a 30k salvo for this. Oh, we have a double DD, double Kaba, and it's only one Shima. I would advise not pushing into a Shimakaze.
Yeah, I'm turning out.
So yeah, chat is definitely also questioning whether there was coincidence.
I think I'll be able to reach that, but I'll just go for it.
Oh, I'm not gonna make this turn. This is not good.
No, it's not.
But I gotta go. I have committed. Citadel to Massachusetts.
I missed every single salvos from that. Unfortunate. The Kaba is smoke though, which actually makes me much less concerned. Because Kabarovska are really, really difficult to kill. Like, especially in Legends, they are a nuisance. I know because I am a Kabarovsk man myself. Oh, that's a dead Shima. Good job, Kabarovsk.
Bye, have a beautiful
And
time.
I'm actually going to focus him. Oh, yes, reversing your smoke, buddy. Come on.
Mishik, whether you missed something or it depends on when you left.
I got that salvo right on time. There's another DD here. Yeah, I think we should leave.
Yeah, 2 Kappas here, and I
it's not something I want to deal with. I did have the 3 shells on that Kappa. I want to see where. I
mean, you just wanted to show chat how to dodge, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing is Kabas can't really stealth though. Only just a handful of them can actually do it. If you really spec for it. At the same time, the torpedoes are very slow. So I'm just going to hang out and go towards A. I do have a nice brutal on this curve first.
Money, my role over on the PC team, like the title was Community Project Manager, before that Community Manager. And I was dealing like with community management for the German community, but also like international English. And I was heavily focused on like the project management part as well, which was forum and Discord moderation, administration. I did some programming as well for like internal tools. And well, if there wouldn't be COVID or something like that, I would have also went to offline events. That is actually something I'm really, 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 really looking forward to if there's anything again in that regard. Like, but yeah.
Oh, man, this
maybe at some
thing
point.
does not like to turn, I have to admit.
Nope.
I'm just gonna send him this Bismarck.
At least we didn't get the long Tana.
The long Tana?
The long Tana. There was a fast Montana design that was even longer.
Oh, no.
And I would imagine turn even worse.
I really whiffed that shot on the Bismarck.
Yes, I am from Germany as well, as you might be able to hear.
So we're just gonna let the Kaba just roam free on that side, which I'm not against actually. And I'm gonna see if I can hit that Bismarck with the might of the American fire. I mean, I haven't used a single spotter plane, which I actually should. Oh.
Frost, like, I'm the new guy, so I'm not quite sure if it has been reported yet or not. But if you have any issues with the game where something doesn't work,
pick a target you're on side, man. Seriously,
as it's intended.
Just let me have a stream where I don't have your sorry face all over me. Once,
Robin,
Cerberus, just once in your life, por favor. This is infuriating, and he knows. He loves it. He absolutely loves it.
Yes,
So-
you're giving him a reaction.
I know.
Huh?
Oh,
I'm slightly confused, honestly.
It's all right.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
Cerberus
just to
has,
generally say it, if
has-
you have bugs, go to Discord and report
Cerberus
it, please.
is one of our longest team member Discord. He was part of the moderation team event. Oh, hello, that's the Kabalovsk. But for the last few streams, he's
So-
been reliably.
Okay, so he likes to do it, I see, I see.
Yes.
I mean, he just shows affection, right? He just likes you.
I'm gonna clip him. I'll take. Oh wow, that's actually a lot of shots.
Yeah. So he's just going to sit here, bow on with his Yamato, and he's going to kill me because
I'm not interested in pushing into a Yamato.
Plus, that's
I'm
not
just gonna
really a
wait for the
question.
A team to flank him, basically. Let me see if I can snipe a Kaba.
I'm just going to get farmed for the Kabbas.
Status asking from where in Germany I'm coming from. I'm from Frankfurt, Frankfurt am Main. But I haven't lived
Bit
there
weird.
for a long time.
Google
Guys, there's a
results?
I do.
I'm just gonna try to
That's
push into
a
you
question
if you
in
want to
chat.
know.
Do you actually how many promotion orders do you get from the Dragon project? Do you know?
Just enough to get from level 1 to level 16. I don't
check-
recall precisely.
Chat is saying it's only taking you until to 13.
To 13. I may have to double check on that in that case.
Yeah, I guess we can check that.
See if I can get this. Oh, I'm dead.
He's a team member. Okay. Yeah, I mean he just likes to troll the guys a bit. I totally support that.
Troll. Yes. I'm gonna see if I can actually go towards I really want to kill that Kabarovsk now.
What was the question? I don't know. What was your question?
So I believe, so to answer Juan Lopez, the Loncana design I believe was 33 knots, same speed as the I was, but I can't remember off the exactly off the top of my head, but I believe it was 33.
Also, like somebody was asking earlier what the angles are for the turrets. You can probably see it right now as Robin is playing the Montana.
That Kaba is playing it smart though. I have to.
Yeah. The angles are decent, but they're not. No.
He is doing the sort of hit and run tactics I would do with AP as well. So he literally 10k'd me. This is how you play Kaba, and I love to see it.
Yes.
I really do.
More
Kaba
Kaba.
players like this, I'm completely okay. Just take my HP, buddy. Do it. I don't care. I have to run away because he definitely torped me. So I do not want to take a torpedo.
Hey guys, we can just check that regarding the promotion orders. Just mention it in Discord and we can check that. Probably not right now because we're not sure, and I quite frankly don't know. Those are questions I will hopefully be able to answer sometime in future, but it's gonna take a while.
Yeah. It's also numbers and math on stream.
Yeah, it never works
have
out.
a way of not working.
Yeah. Numbers become cursed once you use them on stream. That's a general streaming rule.
Yeah.
I can shoot 2 Yamato. Oh, please give me something good. I'm a bit late on the shot, unfortunately.
Blip, do you
I'm
know
very
what
late on
the
shot.
IRL differences are between the Dunkirk and the Strasbourg?
Yes. So so Dunkirk comes first, then Strasbourg comes after Germany announces the Scharnhorsts. So Strasbourg gets improved armor protection over the Dunkirk, which includes a thicker armor belt, thicker bulkhead armor for the forward bulkhead, and thicker turret armor basically everywhere. It also has a flagship bridge, which means that you can actually see that in the port. Basically, there's one layer of the bridge on Dunkirk, and then there's just 2 layers on Strasbourg. It's a little bit taller, right above the second gun turret. Those are the main differences. There are some other small quality improvement changes between the 2 of them, but that's the major ones.
So it's basically a new design, like based on Dunkirk.
It's
Or
the
like an
same
upgrade?
design. It's just improved.
Yeah, okay.
So the belt also is thicker and also it has a greater angle to it, so it's more effective per millimeter.
Also, Raman, Susta's asking if you could show your captain build
I
for the
will.
French cruisers. After
It's
the
a very
battle.
L4
And
for which ships?
For French cruisers.
For French cruisers. Oh
Yes.
wow! I don't think I even have a build for that.
the Strasbourg
French-
comes out on
The
Monday.
French guy not playing the French cruisers, really?
I haven't played the French cruisers for a long time, so
A long time.
I hope this Yamato goes down. This bit too early of a shot. Bit too early. I did get some nice full pens here, but
When does Strasbourg come out? Soon.
next week.
Soon TM.
Yeah,
Yeah,
next Monday.
week.
Very soon. Dunkirk plus plus, yeah.
Good
I would call it like that as well. Blip would probably be more
much.
professional about it.
Like it's like, well, I mean, in essence, it's basically what it is. It's Dunkirk plus.
I'm not
So-
sure. I think this Cabas trying to talk. Is definitely trying to talk.
So the historical camos from Warships, they come as they come. Every once in a while, we trickle them in. There may be some coming up soon. Who knows? But they just kind of come as they come.
And it's the same with like not just camos, but also with ships, with nations, with the different types. And it's just constantly coming some of each. And
Yes.
you also have to keep in mind like maybe you really want some more battleships. Like I saw some questions there, or you maybe want more destroyers or more cruisers or carriers. Or more historical camos, while somebody else wants more non-historical camos or a different type of ship, different tiers. So there's always a balance that we have to keep when adding new stuff.
Cabas torpedoes are so scary.
Yeah,
They have the
they
best
disappear out of
concealment in the
nowhere.
game. They have a stock concealment of 0.6 kilometers. So they basically pop up when they hit you, essentially.
Stream talking about the history of naval camos when.
So I would have to find like a true expert on naval camos themselves because I do not consider myself qualified to talk about naval camos in the slightest.
So what he probably means by that is he could talk about it for several hours where we would just sit
No,
there and say that.
I wish I could. like honestly, I don't know very much about naval camos. I worry more about engineering, and like how they
Okay.
work, what they do, why they change certain things, that sort of stuff. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to these things, like whether it's the engineering part, which is really fascinating, interesting, or also just general history facts, I very much rely on Blip and also other guys on the team because they're just walking encyclopedias and just know so much. Like I don't know how that's possible, but apparently it is.
Yeah, you just kind of just absorb information. So Robin's going to show off the permanent camo, which will come at some point probably. So
like the differences between the hunter camo and the permanent camo is quite mild. So as you can see, just a few black strips here and there, and mostly gray and just.
it looks like a variation of Measure 32, but
Some
I
people
don't know.
mentioned that it was kind of the same camo as Massachusetts, and it's actually quite accurate.
Yeah.
So-
So it looks to me like it's Measure 32, some variation of it. But yep. The only reason I know about Measure 32 camo is because people won't stop talking about Massachusetts's. So,
There you have it.
there I go. I say I'm not a naval camo expert, and I identify one based off, or I speculate off of on one. But yeah.
I mean, I could argue for another Montana game, but since we have a bunch of stuff to cover, let's get to Strasbourg.
Yes.
Try to get a good game with it, and then move on to the destroyers. Will Montana ever get the Crocasaur Pamacamo, the one from PC Halloween? Or Crocasaur?
I think so.
Yeah, it was the Halloween
it's like
camo.
the mechanical camo, or is it?
No, it looks legit like a crocodile merge.
Oh,
with a ship.
right. Well, again, guys, we don't know.
Yeah.
Possible, not impossible either. People were asking about the commander build I had for the Montana. I went full accuracy on my inspirations and basically Willis Lee standard setup with wheel to rebuild. Nothing really special here.
I do not recommend a secondary build Montana. She does have the better 5-inch 54 secondary guns, but they are not more accurate like you would see on Massachusetts.
And
Like
for
Robin
Strasbourg
said earlier,
build-
like it's more of a sniper.
yeah, it is definitely
like
more of a sniper.
You wanna annoy the enemies from the flank a bit.
You do have a lot of armor to bring to the battlefield, though. You are really resilient. You have a lot of HP, and your armor doesn't mess around as long as you angle it. As you could see, Yamato did punch through my armor very easily at range. I think I got like a double citadel at the start of the game.
Yeah.
But essentially, that thing is going to be good to push at medium to late game. But at the start, you really want to make use of these long-range, accurate salvos and just punish stuff from afar, and then push in. So Strasbourg is kind of the same, except that she does not have that much range to really get that going. The build I have, and I think I get that build to Blip. We were running the same one.
Yep.
It's just everything on guns. just put the whole thing on guns and survivability as well with master mechanics and will to rebuild.
Yeah, but
So
it
that's-
is quite a nimble ship, so I could see some people doing some pretty interesting agility builds with this.
Oh, yeah.
Because the
I am using rudder instead of damage control, which I
Yeah.
actually should
I am not.
swap out.
but like the basic rudder shift on it is 10.9 seconds.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
But the turning circle, well, the turning circle is even pretty good too. It's 730. So like I could see some people sneaking around trying to do that
Yes.
as well.
So Robin, chat is expecting you to perform quite well now.
Look, I had
Sell the
I
ship.
recall one ship of the line stream with Mr. Princeblip here, where we covered French battleships, and I got you guys one of the best Dunkirk Kraken on live stream. It was actually a close game because in the end it was like a 2v1 or something. So you know, like I have my moments, but don't put pressure on me because it's a French ship. All right, let's go for it.
I don't
And
think
plus
it's
there's
about
two
it
of us,
being
and
French.
I think I may even switch to Blip's gameplay because we've been on my screen. I can't talk anymore the
Okay.
entire time. So.
Yeah, we can do that. So I can't promise anything good either.
Hey, you
Because
also got
I
your
am-
share of Krakens on
I've
stream.
That's true, but I have been dubbed the American potato, so
Certified. And I just realized we are on no UI, so my bad.
I mean, any ship we will not sell will just cut from your salary. It's fine.
oof.
And Zee was asking if I'm gonna play today. No, I leave the playing fully up to the guys. We were thinking about it, but like switching midstream is a bit weird, and I don't want to ruin their stats on their accounts. But no, I'm just here today enjoying my view, throwing in some random comical comments. Making fun of the guys, putting pressure on them. No pressure, by the way.
Gonna go around the right
And,
side.
Sure, why not? Yeah.
Asking
B
any
or
questions
A?
you guys throw at me.
B.
I'm all right.
Oh,
Hey,
you're,
my bad.
But yeah, I think
crossfire through it, so.
I think Robin, the pressure is not coming from the fact that it's a French ship, but more because it's you.
Because it's me. Christ. You guys have seen my share of potatoing. It's also in the stream description for today. So
It is.
we have a get out of jail card, right? Potato is allowed, and potato will be baked. Oh god, no. Let me just
Oh god.
stop right there.
So got a couple familiar faces. in
Yes.
here.
So guys, if you end up in our game and you say, "Oh, not intentional," in our chat while you're watching the stream, do you really
Sus.
expect us to not believe that you're currently stream sniping? Because right now, oh my god, that Leander. Oh no. Oh no.
I missed.
That's a double overpen. Now, this Skineser now is actually kind of a scary target because you
He's giving me a nice juicy broadside though. So
Because it would break the we only stream Xbox meta. That is actually partially right because I would need to set up my Xbox account. Right now on PlayStation, I am actually just I didn't credit myself anything, I didn't cheat, and I'm just trying through it from the playing through it for the beginning and like noting down some things I notice and trying to learn it like just any other new player.
yeah, 'cause usually
So that would be also one thing where I would like, if I just go on the stream now and invoice myself like some tier 7 stuff, I wouldn't really believe I would do too bad. Like when it comes to the base combat mechanics, PC and Legends are pretty close. And I do not really exactly suck at ships. But that is also definitely one thing.
yeah.
And the fact that we only stream on Xboxes, I mean, we don't even have 2 PS5s here, so
Yeah, if we had 2 PS5s, we would figure it out. But we have 2 Xbox Series X's, and so that's what we run. One thing that we try to do whenever we get new members into the team is we try to let them go through the new player experience completely blind for the first time, so that they can get an idea of what it's like for new players joining the game, see what sort of issues they run into, so that we can improve that for them. And so that's more or less what TheSail is trying to do a little bit right now.
Well, it's also, like, quite frankly, it's a lot easier to get into it because of the way you unlock features and stuff instead of everything being there. So far, I'm enjoying it.
Just set it up to
Kind of nice.
I just knocked out both strong guns on the grenades now. That's unfortunate.
Maybe
I got no
especially-
damage. I got no
Especially
damage whatsoever.
being in the Strasbourg.
But that's a better salvo. So you do really feel like the French Dunkirk dispersion on these guns. Nice torpedo from our. Is that a? That's a Fusion dominating the Selena. I wonder if I can finish her off.
Airwolf is saying maybe Sealis can get a console version of the mod station for Legends. So mod station is like modding download tool for PC.
Alright.
Honestly, I'm afraid that's probably not going to be.
And
a
I have
thing
Maki
anytime
Tango
soon.
looking down my neck already. So
Nope.
let's angle in.
Paid actors.
Yes, exactly.
Robin OP, please no. I agree.
I'm just gonna camp islands now that this Helena is done. I can actually push this guys now a bit.
I'm getting harmed by. It's a 1-1.
Yeah, I guess you can just hold your ground on this side. I'm just gonna bully this Guinean on his way out.
Problem solved, sir. Fighter destroyed.
Oh, you need some anti-rush because I can just load HE and try to get this Mehan. I think it's going for you. Let me get my HE
No,
on.
he's not. So.
I'm pretty certain he is. Okay. Do you
He's going for behind me.
I see.
So if you could.
I mean, do you have some sort of torpedoes coming up?
I have 2 sets coming from.
Yeah. I got an HE salvo on him already. So.
Hi, Fairmaster.
That's gonna hurt him, hopefully. Come on, give me something. Yeah, that's a decent hit.
The enemy team has
Go
taken the
forward.
lead.
Let's see if I can.
As long as you can keep spotting him, I'll have shots soon. Survive!
My in-game name is also some combination of Sealis and probably like WG. I mean, for PlayStation and Sealis WG. For Xbox, I still have to decide it,
He whiffed, are you kidding me? Sorry.
but probably this one.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Oh, you did got him, for sure. What is this? Rushing me? A hood. Great.
Oh no, I'm gonna eat the torpedoes in the end. No.
I'm sorry, I'm trying. I may be able to finish her off with an HE salvo if it lands correctly.
Please, please.
I got her. Ah, damn it. I'm sorry, man.
Worth.
I'm sorry.
Enemy team
Hell of a you vaporized that. I think this hood wants me for some reason. I just hope my fusion is about to ambush her, like perfectly. Yes, that's a perfect ambush. Just
Yeah.
gonna turn in. I'm actually going to push this.
Yeah, so the dispersion was being very nice to me there, because the dispersion on Strasbourg is basically identical to Jean Bart or Richelieu, so it can be
Come on.
infuriating sometimes and simply blessed at others.
So chat is expecting Hood to live up to her real-life fate of detonating.
I'm about to get sandwiched by like
I
two,
did
two
sit
and a
it
half
all.
hoods.
It's gonna be difficult.
That problem can go 2 ways, because the Hood did basically sink the Dunkirk, so it can go both ways.
Guys, don't fight in chat. Like, everybody likes to play their own type of ship.
Pushing, I'm gonna need you to okay, I actually have to angle that. I'm about to get deleted here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So to answer the question, does Dunkirk and Strasbourg have the same Sigma/accuracy in game? I believe they do. It is, but I know for sure it is the same as Richelieu and Jean Bart. But I think all 4 of them have the same.
I'm
accuracy.
actually going to let the Fusion deal with that. I think the Fusion has this on the lockdown. But I mean, I have like a full HP hood in front of me, so there's kind of no way I'm gonna be able to win that.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know where the Guinea now is. Come on, Fusion, you got that guy, right?
With his credit with sinking Dunkirk and the Strasbourg run away.
Yes, good job.
Well, can rewrite history sometimes.
Yeah.
What is this? Normandy. Okay. Well, I guess we can crossfire her in a way. But I really want to go and finish this Gneiss now, so I'm just going to avoid that
Well-
hood entirely.
To be more specific, Strasbourg is credited with outrunning,
So French of us.
and also Hood may or may not have broken down during that, which helped a little bit.
Firemaster, you didn't miss. You did miss something. It's a new ship. It's an upcoming ship. It's going to be coming next week.
Oh, there's a Dunkirk. Hello.
So, yeah, Strasbourg is very similar to Dunkirk. It's her sister ship, but it has a tier 6 and has a main battery reload booster.
I wonder where the Gneiss now is.
I mean, Champagne is not exactly the most typical French battleship.
Champagne is special.
Oof. Yeah, that Gneiss now is back.
But otherwise, yeah, they might be a bit trollish sometimes. They got a bit of an own personality. So you can't exactly snipe.
I need the Fusion to just get in there and help me here. That Gneiss now just run for his life. I don't think we're going to be able to win that game, but we'll try our best to be aggressive and try to angle against that hood. She just overmatched us, so she has every possible advantage here. She has the armor, she has the overmatch, she has the HP. I mean, I am hitting her for some damage. At the same time, it's what is? It's a Weimar. Well, I'm officially gone then. He's waiting for the shot on his right because I'm gonna be exposed here. I have to make that turn.
Landjäger is asking any little information as a land freeway, please. So, like, generally when it comes to, like as we said earlier already, when it comes to upcoming content, we cannot tell you, like, if we know, we just can't. And when it comes to like collaboration content in particular, it's very tight contracts, and
This Gneiss now, of course,
we are not
right
going to tease
behind
that.
me.
Definitely not happening.
Yep. So,
So if it's coming, it will come, and as soon as it does, we can announce it. If it's never coming, well, I mean, never say never, I guess, but we can also not tell you that.
yeah. And or one question I saw was, what do I think is the best as a lane commander at the moment? You know, kind of a no-brainer answer is probably Azerlane Nelson. It's just stupidly strong. But also, Azerlane Atago is very good now, especially with stealthy torpedo builds. So,
Strasbourg, I'm gonna need the most accurate freaking shots ever right now, please. Just have that guy perfect. This Weimar is also just ruining me.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I'll make. Yeah, no, with that. Oh, double fire. Yeah, I'm gone.
This Weimar is one of our CCs.
This is the thing I don't like about these streams is that we may start putting delays like this. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. This is only fair and square, and it's a challenge. I mean, I have very decent damage with these ships.
I mean, it's basically the chat's way of nerfing you a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess. Yes, I guess. It's only fair play.
Say love it.
C'est la vie.
And I didn't say no to Azerlane 3, but I also didn't say yes. And quite frankly, I literally don't know. I can say that. But yes, there's never say never. If you ask something and we may change our mind like in 20 years from now, given that the game is still around, which I hope, then that's that. So that's the general policy we have. How long does it take to make a ship on Legends? I don't know for Legends, but I would assume it's pretty similar to PC.
We
And
are
on
dependent
PC,
from the same modeling team anyway.
Yeah.
So.
it's. I mean, there are probably some differences because it's like PC is PC, and for Legends it's the two consoles. But in general, like I know the PC team once even had like a full time lapse. If you just want to look it up, just look for Hood time lapse on YouTube, and the Hood model, for example, was 1,200 hours.
Yes.
Which, like, usually it spans over like half a year to a year, like for single ships or like for premium ships. It's of course a bit easier if there's like a full line, like it's a bit different, and like it also of course depends. It's not like one ship after another, but there are several ships being worked on.
I don't know why this makes me laugh so hard. It's great. I'm not even gonna mention it. My bad. Yeah. So I mean, sorry about the display, but you can guess what the ship can and cannot do. We held our own, but armor is not there to prevent the ship from getting damaged extensively by high caliber AP. So
Yep.
What's the most played ship on PC for me? I'm not quite sure. Either it's Bismarck or Minotaur. But I'm actually not sure. I like both ships. I played a metric ton of Bismarck in the beginning, but then I kind of stopped, went to French battleships, then the Royal Navy cruisers when they were released, I played them a lot. I don't know, it's just switching. I actually used to play Dunkirk quite a lot. I liked her when she came out. I don't know, it's switching. And now, like on PC, which is definitely something I will miss in Legends, I have to admit, they are the new battle cruisers for the German tech tree, and I will definitely push for like my favorite ships.
I would love to have this tech tree in the game. That would be fantastic.
I mean, sooner or later, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
As we just said, like it takes a long time to create a ship.
We still have an hour, so I think if we start from tier 4 and tier 7, all the way to tier 7, we should be able to showcase all 4 of them. I believe tier 2 and tier 3 players already got their hands on them already. So I guess we can start at Jan Wei. Now, do you want to play the DD and I take another ship to back it up, or do you want it to be the other way around?
Let's do 2 DDs because we should not rely on my DD abilities.
Fair enough. Maybe we should rely on my cruiser abilities.
Maybe.
Because you do have a build which is better than mine.
Okay.
He prepared for the stream, I did not. So I'm going to switch to lane screen and actually set up a tier 4 cruiser to help him out.
Yep. So
And-
Janwei is based on the Thornycroft and Company project T306 for Destroyer Leader, but it was not successfully exported or sold, and so we have brought it back to life in Legends.
I mean, people were asking for a French cruiser commander build, so I'm just gonna show it. I'm gonna go with Emile Bertin here, and this is probably my usual concealment, reload, range. You know, just better accuracy of fire. Sorry, go all out naturally because you're a French cruiser. Better steering gear, and I'm actually going to go back to refuel station because this is my Martel build. So I'm using fully packed from Martel, but it doesn't make sense with Emile because no heals. And I'm going to use refill station. So that's it.
Yep.
Here you have it.
And Culture Hunter, I'm not going to answer that question because chances are I'll get it wrong.
If people say chocolatine one more time in chat, they are getting an instant ban, and that's final.
Okay, elaborate. What,
No, I don't need to elaborate.
Nah.
Essentially, in France, there are 2 schools for pastries. I'm guessing most of you guys are familiar with croissant, right? Well, a pain au chocolat, which is like bread with chocolate, is essentially a croissant with some sort of chocolate in there. Different dough, but you get the gist. And northern France, my bad actually, no, I'm stupid. Yeah, northern France, and like the area of Bordeaux, like around the Atlantic, call this a chocolatine, which is an heresy to the
The
entire
pain au
pastry
chocolat.
games. And the rest of us normal French people call it pain au chocolat. So yes, this is an easy way to trigger my inner French, is calling a pain au chocolat a chocolatine. So now please be my guest and spam the chat with chocolatine so I can be angry and get you a good Emile Bertin game. Which side do you want to go? Probably A.
Just agree.
so A-side.
However you call it, it's tasty.
It is tasty. Definitely tasty.
I mean, before I moved to Prague, where our office is, I did actually live and work for Wargaming in Paris. So I had my fair share of pain au chocolat or chocolatine.
But please call it pain au chocolat.
I legit did not know this word. Like I always knew it as pain au chocolat. Which was also quite confusing because in German we just call it chocolate croissant, because that's what it is.
Well, technically, not really, because the dough is different-ish. Yeah, I mean, it is. Oh, can I treat?
So just Emile Bertin things.
Yes, it's. I haven't even. Oh wait, I don't have a speed boost actually. I don't know why I took go all out. this is just slinging AT shells and dodging battleships returns.
Any free stuff. You get free content.
I mean,
For this stream, unfortunately, we don't have anything
Yeah,
for you guys. I'm sorry.
We don't have any
Not this time.
codes or any giveaways. If there's anything like that, we will definitely let you know, because I mean, want to give you stuff, that's always fun, right?
and if, like, and
But
free
that's not
stuff,
going to be every stream.
free stuff comes out and onto our social medias, especially on Twitter and on Facebook, but also occasionally on Discord, and occasionally in these live streams we do giveaways too. So, but also our CCs do giveaways on occasion too. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure whoever is going to do any giveaway, whether it's us or CCs or anybody else, we'll make sure you know.
Destroyers are.
I'm
That's
trying to
probably
give.
the problem.
I'm trying to provide some ant out there, but
I got spotted by their carrier.
I'm gonna come and help you out. You don't need to. Yeah, just try to
I-
contest the DDLB room. I dare to help you out.
Yeah, that's either the Genway or the Mahan. It's 5 guns.
Watch it out. I think it's smoked up as well. So.
The text was what? I just saw you write my name with an
Engine
asterisk.
boost activated.
So, but I cannot see any other message from you.
generator
Did you shoot yourself? Up tier
Nice smoke,
clubbing.
actually. Kind of.
It's not seal clubbing. It's just normal. I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I watch the guys play, especially Roman, it feels like no matter what tier, it's seal
Oh.
clubbing.
That's the
There he
Genway.
is.
Come on.
That's.
I'll go out. I'm not sure if it's gonna hit him, but ooh, this California is. Oh no, he's not shooting at me.
I'm gonna try and pop out.
I actually hit him
Scrum.
twice. Reset the cap for you.
But yeah, chat trolling is fun
He's outside the
sometimes,
map.
I know, but
Gotcha.
don't go too far.
There's a bit of a battleship accident down there with the Koning and the California.
Oh,
There he
okay.
is.
Can you proxy spot him or
No, he's firing at me.
he's going over? Okay. Well, I don't know if I should push this, but I want to definitely try to get some shelter.
Sales, what's a ship you would like to see come to Legends? Like I just said, like definitely German battle cruisers, anything that has a similar playstyle to the British light cruisers, because I just like this. I like this like glass cannony, very risky playstyle. Weirdly enough, not so much destroyers usually.
I'm pushing.
Don't know why. I started playing with destroyers. Like my first ship on PC that I played was Shimmer, the first top tier one. But yeah, anything that is a glass cannon.
Oh,
Or
there's a
any
DD
like
behind
battle
it.
cruiser kind of
The Mahan.
Yeah.
playstyle.
I can't go. There's a Mahan behind you.
Yeah. I'm on him.
Yeah, Tekana went to the tanks team and is helping them now. And I'm basically a new Tekana.
He's taking a 2.0.
Ship is on fire.
I have range on this.
Cafe cannon.
Engine boost deactivated.
This California has my number about 7 times, and Emil is just a fantastic cruiser to dodge.
I'm dead.
Are you alright?
I'm dead.
Oh no.
Double fire.
Out of engine, the whole shebang.
You know, Blip, like collecting damaged modules and fires, like that's the wrong icons to collect. You want like the ones on the top right.
Yeah, it's like golf. You don't want those.
Exactly.
You don't want points.
I want to go for you, Mahan. I want to chase you down. I don't have any RPF, but I believe the CV will be on him. So
I'd love to see those battleship carrier things, says Aaron. Like the craziest thing I believe still when it comes to like things that float in the water and that could possibly come maybe like as I was working on PC, they are testing submarines, and there were actually carrier submarines that even like were built by
Yep.
the IGN, and that sounds kind of crazy to me.
Yeah,
So battleship carriers kind of seem normal in comparison.
There were even some British ones too.
British as well. That were finished.
Yeah, I think one of the.
Oh, okay.
It was one of the X. It was either one of the X or the M class. Had a airplane at one point, and then there was also an M class that had a 12-inch gun, 305mm cannon.
Yeah, there's also the Sukuf.
Yeah, Surcouf with 8-inch guns. I mean,
Or
the
just-
Americans had a whole design lineage of cruiser submarines that were armed with like 8 203 millimeter guns. It's just why.
I mean, in general, like when it comes to ship designs, whether it's like more normal surface ships or very crazy designs, I'm pretty sure everything that was possible that could have been tried out has been tested somewhere or thought about at least. So I'm pretty sure we can go very crazy with the ideas there.
Yeah,
And possible things we can add to the game.
yeah, you know the Kearsarge, right?
Yeah.
There's a Cleveland version.
Okay.
No comments.
No comments. There is a Cleveland version. It's in Norman Friedman's cruiser book if you want to see it.
Come on, man. So elusive.
Apparently, there was also an Omaha conversion that was talked about.
Like,
It's a bunch of just.
as I
weird
said,
things.
probably like if it was even the slightest possibility that they could have changed something to make
exists.
something more crazy or stronger or in one way or another beneficial, it either exists or it was planned.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
That's a
One,
concept.
The British carrier that had a 19-inch gun was Furious for a little while. Then they removed it, which was the smart decision.
Oh, great. 2 Californias in a division. That's going to be nice. And the CV. Okay, well, this is going to be a bit tough for me because these guys are going to smell blood. I may just go I may just go completely broke that side anyway because they just can't really see that they'll make, and they know.
No, the thickest piece of armor on Emil Bertan is 20 millimeters. And
Yeah,
you can't.
they're just gonna. I mean, I'm losing a lot of HP here, but
Yeah.
I wish that CV could leave me alone for a second. Yeah, but I should be dead anyway.
Very
Oh
soon.
my god, this Gen Wei just refuses to die. Nope, didn't get him. Ah, actually hit him. Got some incapacitation. Ah, damn it. Alright, well, we tried. Let's move on.
Shall we?
Shall we? Sorry about that. I'm actually going to follow you with the DDs. It's gonna be simpler that way.
Yep.
Since it's a display stream. I'm lost. Here I am. So let's go back to Fusion. So Fusion, essentially, I went with this skill here because the turret traversers are a bit horrendous on this ship. And I am going to use hello. Here we go. I'm gonna use Denshi Shank here.
guys, when it comes to matchmaking, like I know that's a very polarizing topic. Also, again, pretty much any game, not just Warships or Legends. And of course, if you're matched against like a higher tier, higher geared, higher whatever in a game, you have to play differently. If you play the same way as you play against ships that are like a tier lower, then of course it will probably not work out. But it's just part of the game. Like me personally, I like that you sometimes have to play it a bit differently and you have a bit of a different playstyle with each ship because of that. Sometimes you can be more like pushing, brawling. Sometimes you have to be more defensive. It's just part of the game. And like, of course, you might not like it. That's totally fine. You can like whatever you want. But it's pretty unlikely to change. It's just part of the game.
I'm good to go.
Nope.
Vamos.
I'm just saying, stream sniping Robin is like asking to be killed by Robin on stream.
No, but I need DDs are definitely one of my favorite classes in the game.
Yeah.
And to be fully honest, I didn't really have time to try my hands on them. So I'm going in a little bit blind. I've had a few games here and there, but not specifically that much. Okay, Gorky, Bretagne, Nevada, Queen. Lots of battleships. There's only one cruiser, which is pretty sweet actually. And I want to see. We should actually try to contest middle and see if we can actually just get some ambushes. We have a CV.
Okay.
We have a ranger.
We
And we can share our smokes here and there. So.
yeah, we probably outgun most of their destroyers. So
Yes, yes. Remember the Hatsuharu is a bit scary though.
yeah.
She does have 6 guns, correct?
Uh,
Or is it the Minikaze?
Hatsuharu has 5.
Oh, 5. Gotcha. Yes, right. She has 2, 2, and then 1.
Yep.
Fair enough.
And
Guys,
then,
please stick to English on the chat. We don't really speak
Yep.
that many other languages, and even if we do, it's just easier for all of us to use English, right?
Yep.
All right.
And but if we run into the Gorky, we can AP pen.
We
that
consider
really
that,
easy.
yes. Definitely.
That's a whopping 35 millimeter armor build.
Oh, very just a perfect for us because we, you can't overpen that, and we definitely pen it. I already see a smoke being laid down, but I don't see any divisions. I'm gonna assume.
Guys, when it comes to CCs and whether they like something or not, or like also about you, or even about us internally, like we can all voice our opinion. If we like something, we can say we like it. If we don't like something, we can say we don't like it.
Yeah, like I don't like destroyers, but I'm here playing them. So
If
don't
I'm
like
in a
battleships,
battleship,
but
I also don't like destroyers. If I'm in a cruiser, oh yes,
I
destroyers.
feel like intercepting is Bretagne, but I feel like we should just speed boost and try to get this Arizona.
yeah, and Queen. Yeah.
Yes, because I'm almost in torpedo range. I think they're just gonna camp that island, but we can just stay there and wait for them to push it eventually. We do have a DD for sure with the Bretagne. She's not pushing alone.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Actually, chat, like if there's one ship you would suggest me, both as a new player but also as generally, in general,
Sure.
which ship would you suggest to play? Like one ship that you think is the must-have ship.
Yeah, should we just ditch and go for this Bretagne?
I'm gonna drop torpedoes around this island, and then I'm gonna go for it. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm right behind you.
Pensacola, Warspite, and
Oh
Alpha.
no. Okay, AP. Loading
No,
AP.
he's not coming.
He's not, yeah. Oh, is he? Alright. I think he's gonna detect all of our
Let him
torpedoes.
go.
Can I actually see if I can citadel him with that cheeky shot at the end? Oh, we may just ruin this Elizabeth's day. I think your torpedoes are yeah, I actually got a citadel
Mine are over.
on the front. Oh, that's the DD. Careful. That's the Hatsuharu front.
Yep.
We're gonna be dodging torpedoes. Just crash into an island and dodge them because she's definitely topping the gap right now. Just
Yeah.
let them pass.
Let them come.
We gotta be ready for this. I also don't have torpedoes right now for this.
They will
but-
break upon the wall like water.
Yeah, the Bretagne is close though, buddy. She is really close because that's my IPF right now. So I'm just gonna go for it and save your.
That's a horrifying AP. Okay.
Oh, that. Oh,
Oh, hello there.
we in trouble, buddy. Oh no,
Oh no.
I got no engine either. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead.
Bye.
So I saw a couple Omahas, I saw a couple Jean Barnes, Warspite.
I'm sorry. I got my engine knocked out again. Help!
Oh god.
Help me! Help me! The Hatsuharu's left, but the other guy is coming in. The T2 is right there. Nice, the Civ is with us. We have the entire team on us, by the way, just saying.
Yep.
We can gun the guy down. Just give him spot. Oh, he has the CD on him.
Yep.
Nice.
One more salvo. Got
Yeah,
him.
I think I got him. I'm not sure. I only have my full guns, so just take him out. Ah, come on. Just die already, please. I got it. There we go.
Dropping on the baton.
Yeah. I don't have my I don't have the angles yet. I mean, I can top right under you, which is the nice thing about this. I'm gonna wait for her to dodge actually, because she is gonna dodge. But we need to get at the other side, dude.
You need to go out the other way.
I'm not sure which way yet.
Oh, that's.
Do you have a
2 more
smoker
hits.
ready? Because mine is
I was-
gone soon.
I was smoke, yeah.
Oh, you got her. The Furious actually bombed her. I think we just stay here. Not sure how to. Dead team for the day. Anyway, so you know what? I'm actually going to go for this Arizona in 40 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll let you handle the
I'm gonna
queen.
go around left and get the queen, yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully she doesn't just nuke me.
You have the HP.
Yeah.
You do.
Where's the hot
I don't know
seat?
how I actually survived that torpedo, to be fully honest.
I guess the Hatsu just went for the carrier.
Okay, 30 seconds. And I'm gonna
Camo-
hope for bad battleship dispersion.
Yeah.
Camo previews sounds like a cool idea, but the question, like, guys, the thing is with cool ideas or like useful features, while some things might seem like totally obvious
Oh.
or like you really can't believe how that wasn't already added, there's so many useful things and things to develop, and it's just too much. So there's always going to be prioritization. That's what I meant.
She was ready for me, unfortunately, but I
Well,
think I let my torpedoes enough that she's
you
going to turn
tried.
into them.
And sometimes also for features, the devs already know they're going to rework some part anyway, so they're waiting for that to add something else. So there are definitely a lot of good ideas from you and from the devs and from us. But we can definitely try to get some stuff added.
I got 4 torpedoes on target, but she didn't die. She's super hurt though, and she beached herself, so.
Another torpedo right behind.
Our victory is in sight.
And then I'm gonna get spotted by the cube.
Oh, hi. Hello.
It's me.
And
What
yes,
have you been looking
I was in the PC team, but I moved to Legends. So that's why I'm here now. I mean, I'm still like for the players among you that are also playing PC, you might still see me around for a bit, because of course I can't just leave and drop everything. So right now I'm a bit of a jack of all trades when it comes to that. I still have to kind of juggle between PC and Legends, but that's hopefully going to be over soon, and then I can just fully focus on Legends. How many play hours do you have in Legends? I don't know, like, it's not many. I can totally admit that.
Compared to PC, it's not much.
In PC, probably, like, definitely 4 digits.
Has Robin forgiven you? Because I don't forgive anybody.
Our
I
victory
never
is
forgive.
in sight.
I forget.
Well, it's one way.
I'm joking, of course, guys. Again, I told you it's only fair.
Activated.
It's only fair play. I bully you enough
Yeah.
on random games, so. it's only
Always
fair.
forgive your enemies, but never, ever forget their names.
I mean, I don't need to forget the name. They're on Discord anyway, so it's okay. And Lewis is one of our CC, so. You come from PC. I hope you don't like secondaries, guys. Don't get started on this topic. You know how it's gonna end. Secondaries are completely fine the way they are, in my opinion. In my
Are you sure
humble
about
opinion, I am sure.
So if you want to complain about secondaries being too bad or like not on the right state or something, you're talking to the wrong person, because like we have the same discussions pretty much since the German battleships were released on PC, because they're very secondary focused. I always liked them. I never complained. In fact, that's also one reason why I said earlier, if I could bring a line to Legends and just make them appear, it would definitely be the new German battlecruisers they got on PC, because they're also very much secondary focused, and they work really well. Like, and if it's not working out, like, it's not like the devs just are like, oh, we don't like this, we will just make it intentionally bad. Like, it's
Just to
we
keep
want
you
to
up
have
to
fun,
date
right?
with the community consensus around secondaries, they want PC levels of accuracy on range, on Legends environment, which is closer engagements on average, and basically 99 instead of 12.
Yeah.
So
I mean, generally keep that in mind. Like, just because the ships, some of them at least, have the same name, same tiers, doesn't mean that it's completely the same game. It's not.
And like,
The base mechanics are definitely similar,
Mm.
but there are still a lot of differences.
yeah, and I like for one, I understand some of the like the HE penetration arguments and the accuracy arguments for secondaries in Legends, but the one I don't understand is range, because if you do the math and subtract by percentage the amount of range that the main battery guns get in Legends compared to PC, and then do the same for secondaries, the secondaries actually technically have longer range in Legends based on that number. So in terms of effective range, they have a longer range on Legends anyway. There are probably a few exception ships, but for the most part, that's true. But the accuracy and the HE penetration for some of them is kind of rough.
I mean, it also, like, as I said, like, that's no new topic to me. But it also always comes down to the point where, like, if you make a ship with really good secondaries, like, even if it's secondary focused, if you make them too good, why would you even shoot? Like, you could just press W, like, in PC, press W. Here, I don't know, take a little well, you can actually just go straight. You don't even need to drive. I was about to say you can use like a rubber band, but just press X or move forward and go into the enemy and let the secondaries do it. That would be boring and really annoying as an enemy, right? So that's also something like.
Yep. And to answer your question, Culture, the guns on the Montana are exactly the same as that on Iowa, shooting the same shell too.
Blip, there was actually very specific question to you as well.
Okay.
What are the differences between the Allen M Summer class DDs and the Gearing class DDs?
So the Allen M Summer class predates, it comes before the Gearing class. The Gearing class are basically the Allen M Summer class. They're just a little bit larger with more fuel and range. That's the major difference between the two of them. They're just a little bit bigger, a little bit more range. So
There you got it. It's so convenient to just have like an encyclopedia like sitting over there and just like.
Blip has you covered.
yep.
Robin checking the matchmaking? I am always checking the matchmaking because that Fletcher concerns me a little bit. As you can see, I picked radar instead of smoke. So I'm gonna have to be extra careful on no. What's the range on this? Okay, I have the radar range, so I'm actually going to reverse into the cap, and as soon as it's contested, I'm just gonna burn the radar. Now this Georgia is not pushing in, which is unfortunate. I would have
I'm
liked
about to eat
do.
some from Georgia.
Get some.
Yeah,
Just
and
bounces on the powerful German armor. Yeah.
in case you guys missed it and you're like, oh, what? Radar? On T6 and T7, you can actually choose a radar.
I feel like I'm about to get
so-
torpedoed.
But then you're in a situation like this where Robin is kind of regretting it.
No,
at
I'm
least
not
against
regretting
the
it. I just
Fletcher.
have to play cautiously. And I'm
Yeah.
actually going to set up to actually push towards speed because there seems to have a very strong push there. Cap is, I'm actually going to use it.
Point is, you definitely have to play
Asasha
different,
is
but
up.
that's the whole point, right?
Eye on the target. She's actually turning in. Why?
Squirrel Vanguard is commenting that Vanguard is your favorite ship.
Yep.
Your name kind of gave it away. I'll definitely try it.
Yeah, Vanguard is an interesting ship to play in Legends because
Oh, accelerate.
the armor is just as rough, the gun angles are just as rough, but there's some notable changes, like a main battery reload booster.
Are you just pushing with me? Oh no, that's the. Oh, I'm actually going to get hit, but it's Georgia because that's 4,000 damage for free. I love it. Ah,
Simply delicious.
Christ. Because
Please-
I bumped into this Odin.
Please
mean,
don't
good.
hug other ships, right?
Ooh,
I'll let the
York just
Odin.
ate some from the Odin.
I'll let the Odin just tank this Georgia. Incoming torpedoes.
From New York, going after the Odin.
Careful, the Georgia is firing at you.
Missed.
I'm just gonna cap and chill. Catching the Asasha felt good though. Do I young that kill?
I think you try.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Never
secondaries, they are not like they can shoot through things. so-
You have a North Key on your left, careful.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I'm actually going to go after her, so don't worry about it.
Yep. I'm trying to torpedo beat these preemptively.
Georgia? No, they don't have the range, I don't think they have. It's York torpedoes, so... actually, they do.
Yeah, when it comes to like buffs,
Watch
nerfs,
that North Key man on your
releases,
right.
Ooh,
cost, anything that we didn't reveal yet, we cannot talk about. And as soon as we can, we will.
Alright,
Like there's pretty much nothing worse in community management than like already knowing really cool things coming up, or like a really cool new ship or mechanic or like good looking whatever, or cool event for you guys, and we already know it's coming up. We know we still have to wait like, I don't know, 2 months to announce it. It's usually a point where we'll also just like bug the developers, hey, can we announce it? Can we tease it?
Skinny and I just charging. I hope I led my torpedoes correctly against that Georgia. I really hope I do, and I'm just gonna poke into... Ah, they look very good actually. I think it's a dead Georgia.
Yeah, I think so.
She's gonna take Gneisenau torpedoes. No, she's not. Yeah, that's a dead Georgia, definitely. And I don't think she'll realize before,
Goodbye,
like,
have a beautiful time.
and goodbye. All right. And now wait, because this is all I can do. I mean, Daddy D is still alive. I just want to see if I can ambush this second.
Oh, I got the steering on the North Gate.
Nice.
Hello, Scotsman.
I could use my guns here, but I
Good
feel
bit
like
of
I
thinking
need
for
to.
Blip. The torpedoes are easier to dodge when you can't see them.
Well, technically, not a completely bad assumption. There's something called luck. If you don't see the torps, you won't make evasive maneuvers. Maybe you have higher chance of actually dodging them.
Salty Mr. Reapers asking, say, Hallis, do you think your previous experience with PC ships will influence how you want to work with Legends? I mean, definitely. So first of all, there are of course a lot of internal processes and stuff that maybe it makes sense to change them, maybe it makes sense to leave them as is. But that's definitely a big part where I will want to also look into, and also the team is interested if I can bring anything to the team, to the way we work. And of course, it's also a bit of a different experience for me switching to Legends now in terms of the gameplay. Some stuff I can totally apply. The main thing where I really struggle is it's not that I don't know anything about Legends. The main issue is I don't know which version is which way, where the ships are a bit different, or I know most of the ships pretty much by heart when it comes to the names and their tiers in PC. So it's really confusing for me now to see them on different tiers, and especially right now where I still have this transition phase where I still work on PC as well, at least partially. It's that's a huge thing that is affecting everything there. And can we get the twins as commanders? I mean, makes no sense in Legends. As for PC, maybe someday, but you will have to ask them that, and I'm pretty sure they will also just be able to tell you, we don't know, maybe, maybe not. And now we're getting spaceships and laser guns. Doesn't really fit. Maybe as an event mode, I don't know.
So, but the well, laser gun sounds for the space skins that we do have, it is possible for that to be changed due to the new sound overhaul we had a couple updates ago. So, so we may see that at some point. Hopefully.
On the same note, is there anything you want to see in Legends that is currently in PC? I mean, I already mentioned the ships, but that's they will. Ships will come sooner or later, I guess. I don't know
incoming,
either.
if you can ignore, I would appreciate.
Sorry?
No, the Bismarck is another incoming torpedoes. So don't hesitate on ignoring him entirely.
And
He takes up the torpedoes.
otherwise, I really can't tell just yet. It will take me a little bit. As I said, I will definitely try to push for some things that I just like, of course, but then again, it's the devs making the decision in the roadmap because they need to actually edit it all, and there's good reason for all of it, right? So I will probably not be that annoying to them. One thing I actually did notice, which is something where that was super weird to me on PC, you can actually set the rudder shift, to just permanently set it and not having to press a button all the time. And I used that exclusively for navigating on PC, so it was a bit weird and I have to get used to that fact. So I would want to see a feature for that, but then again, it's also just a technicality.
Man, the Gadget is as fun as she is on PC. And the radar makes it very spicy, you have to say.
Story mode would be cool, something inspired by World of Tanks Old War Stories mode or old Battle Station Pacific game. Would be cool to play actual historical battles, as no real game these days fills their void. I mean, quite frankly, I can't say if we will ever try that or not for Legends. There are some operations that you can play, like PvE in PC, and there it's always a bit of an issue, because while there is definitely interest for it, not that many people play it. Warships battles, everything being slow and not fast-paced first-person shooter is already quite a niche. So
please get him with a torpedo.
doing some stuff like this is always a bit difficult.
I'm proxy spotting him.
The focus is definitely on the PvP aspect.
Good job. Good
Knife
job.
Now was actually really good to me in that game.
It is. I mean, Ignition now is surprisingly efficient. People complain about the accuracy, but I mean, who needs accuracy when
The
you can
rest of the package is
when you can
too
just
good.
bully your way point blank to them?
We always see the CMs playing divisions on stream and it looks fun. Any chance of getting the new division medals that PC got so we can encourage more divisions and team play? I mean, that pretty much probably comes down to also the fact I mentioned earlier. There are so many cool things that you could add. And like, if you look at PC, they like the division medals came after what, 6 years? Over 6 years now. So it's definitely like everything is possible. Pretty much, literally everything is possible. But whether it will come, we will see. Actually, when it comes to the HUD, there are definitely some things as well where I would love to see it, but then again, it's difficult. And I think the HUD overall looks really cool, or like really good. I say the word cool way too much. On Legends, what I really like, I actually asked PC team if we could get it, as the loading circles, like the aiming circles being the loading indicator as well. I really like that feature. So you have it like in the middle of the screen where you're already looking, right? Training rooms.
Training rooms eventually, guys.
Yep.
You know the drill about that. So, all right, mains and Xinjiang. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So
I mean, also like, are devs considering updating ship models at some point? Like sooner or later, everything will probably be revisited in a game.
yeah,
It's just a matter of time.
it's
We
not-
of course want to keep up, like we want to like support new consoles, we want to support better graphics, we want to support everything that there is possible, but again, same issue, we just can't do everything at once.
yeah,
And also, for example, stuff like training rooms, it's a lot of work for, in the end, very little impact comparatively. So that's always something.
What I would like to see is because we released an article recently about the clan feature. If you guys haven't paid attention to this, please have a look at our announcement on our social media. We have a very detailed blog article that basically keeps you up to date with how the clan feature is doing right now. And what I would really like to have is a parallel release of the clan feature with training room, because it would make the most sense in a way, because people could then train themselves as a clan or have like, you know, for me, training rooms means like tournaments, player created tournaments.
Yeah.
They means testing the armor, players being, you know, just wanting to say, hey, can my Minotaur Citadel this ship at this range? And basically set up their own sandbox.
From what I remember from the developer Q&A, the answer was training rooms after Clans Part 1.
After what?
After Clans Part 1. So
Understood.
after the social implementation of clans. But before, hopefully, clan battles.
Makes sense.
From the developer Q&A stream, which you can go and find in our VODs or find transcripts of it online.
Pick one name. I actually didn't check the other controller presets. Maybe you can. I don't know.
Yep.
I got
I will
APF
see.
dead on me here.
Um,
Probably one DD trying to
and
flank around.
there's-
I went into the game with like the default experience.
yeah.
Like that's what I said. Like that's also what I really want to do. I just want to get the raw experience, and then later I will see like if I can do some things that I actually didn't believe I can do. So I will definitely look into that. Is the Wargaming Legends team quite a small team? Some things just remain in backlog for ages. Like whether it's 50 people, 100 people, 500 people, 2,000 people working on something, that will always seem this way. Like they are
Would you
just
be able to focus the Baghdad
literal thousands of things we could add, we can add.
Nice.
Some things that are just not possible right now that are in the future,
Let's see if I can get to it.
and
Yeah.
some things which just need other features first. So
God damn it! I got reset by this guy.
it's not
Oh,
the
there's two.
biggest
Okay,
team
both
on
DDs are
Earth.
here. I'm out of here.
It's
Cool.
not 2 people doing the programming.
Hold up.
It's okay, and it's growing.
There's too many of them. I'm out of here. I am out of here. I'm gonna go for B because I can't fight both
Yeah.
DDs
I'm
here. No way.
Turn around.
Bigger divisions, when like if
No.
divisions would be bigger, it would just too much
So
influence.
bigger divisions are not happening because they have the larger a division is, the more impact it has on the battle,
Yeah.
and which ruins the experience for other players. So 3 is the sort of magic number that we've come up with as being enough to play with your friends, but also not enough to destroy battles too much. So, saw one discussion about Riga. Basically, that people saying that Riga needs a buff. Riga is just a ship that you're going to have to embrace that is absolutely a troll. So the ship is doing very well at the moment. It's competing with ships like Cleveland, like Otago, and it's doing better than even, say, Baltimore. The thing is with Riga is that with the 220 millimeter guns it has, they will tend to overpenetrate plating that you hit because they will not arm on anything less than 37 millimeters of thickness. So you have to hit armor with Riga in order to get damage from it. So it's going to be trolly, but the reality is that the ship is perfectly performing very well right now.
The Riga, yes. I mean, if you guys recall the stream we had before that one, where I basically soloed the 3-man team with Riga during Arena. So the ship, of course, is not going to give you like extreme consistency when it comes to accuracy, but it's the whole package. She has fantastic armor. She's able to brawl basically anything. She has also the HP to back it up. So it really is a not a ship to mess around with. All right, I'm gonna need this Bagration to go, just like that. Beautiful North K. And I'm gonna go for this Bismarck. Xiang Yang is hurt. I am slightly hurt, but I need to go after this.
It's like it's actually interesting to see because I see a lot of questions here. I saw on the PC streams as well, and everything is not so easy as it sometimes seems, or a lot of things at least. And for suggestions like make it look better by just switching to a different engine. You know how much work switching to an engine is, like especially with a game like Warships, where like if you have a first-person shooter, maybe it's a bit easier, but it's still probably going to be quite a long time. But for Warships, like, there's a lot of things that are totally custom for the game. So switching to an engine will just make the developers spend months and months and months, maybe even years of work on something where you don't really see a difference in the end.
God damn it.
So it's a lot. It like makes a lot more sense to just continuously work on what you already have, improve some bits, optimize, add new things.
Yeah.
Just going for like Unreal Engine 5, which is, by the way, right now in early access, and it's not really advised to even work in production yet. It doesn't solve all the issues. It will just solve some issues and create new ones. So.
Yep.
This is some risky area I'm in right now.
The Sean horse is probably gonna really bully me.
I'm trying to deny these battleships that push, but it's not gonna happen.
Just bully her back.
I'm trying. But I am at close
What is down?
range.
Prince Eugen. Okay, at least no radar. Bismarck is gonna go down. Yeah, we're gonna have
Just give me more broadsides.
gonna have a
like
game to
APU.
carry here, buddy. Just save your HP because this is not gonna be easy. We're
Oh,
losing
well,
Bismarck.
that saving HP is not going to happen right now,
Oh,
and there's no escape.
okay.
Hunter, as we literally just discussed this question like 10 minutes ago, but when it comes to like the PC HUD elements, there are things that the Legends HUD has that PC doesn't have, and vice versa. Whether like we can extend that with new features, like maybe some optional things. Everything is possible right now. They're just priorities on other things, but maybe not. I wouldn't say necessarily having the exact same HUD is actually a good thing. I don't think that. I believe, like personally, like also just seeing it from more of a PC perspective, I guess I actually believe the HUD is quite nice. I mean, yeah, it's just a matter of what you like or not. Very subjective, I guess.
Yeah. So to answer this question, carrots are evil. Sorry. Do ships get tweaked sometimes? And is this not shared in the patch notes? So ships do not get tweaked in terms of gameplay performance. There have been a few occasions where we have fixed visual problems, like on, I think it was Kiev. We had a missing secondary gun that was located at an AA gun, and basically an AA gun and a secondary gun got swapped around. Like, we fixed that, but that was just a visual issue. It wasn't a gameplay one. And so in terms of gameplay balance, that is always shared in the patch notes, and we maintain that there's no advantage for us hiding that information from you. So, you'll just figure it out otherwise, and then you'll be mad because we didn't share it with you. So there's no such thing as like shadow nerfs or changes or anything like that. This doesn't happen.
I mean, let's put it this way: it shouldn't happen. Like, we don't want to hide anything. I don't want to fully exclude the possibility that we are humans, meaning we may make a mistake and forget something, but like, it's definitely not our intention, and as far as I know, it has never happened.
And we have multiple people checking this stuff.
Yes.
All the time. So like, I check it too.
So even if we forget something,
Yeah.
there will always be some checks. And yeah, so far it worked well.
Ah, man. Our team just vaporized. I tried my best, but, you know, just running radar here was not the best option. Anyway, we tried.
There was an attempt.
Torpedoes are really workable, though. I really appreciate. Like, if you just go once, if you don't land both sets and you just go one at a time, you have like a 40-second delay between each, and you can really stack them and surprise people. I landed on only 5, but you know.
We ended up 1 and 2. I'm kind of surprised. I didn't feel like I did that well.
Gameplay was terrible, guys. I'm really sorry about that, but hey, it is the power of streams that just ruin. And to be fair, I kind of want to finish with the Kaba game.
It's all live.
I really want to go for
I'll
a
play
Kaba
the
game.
Skin Alaska.
Yeah, just go for Skin Alaska. I'll go Kaba, and we can have a.
I'll switch over to my gameplay.
And
then-
we can have one last to get Sihalis to talk more about himself, and end the stream because we still have 10 minutes. So.
That sounds so wrong.
It is true.
We did talk about the game quite a lot.
We did, yes, we did. Is there a historical? Did you guys answer that question? Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
So,
My bad.
if you rewind back, we mentioned that a few minutes ago about like historical battles and that sort of thing.
Timetable for cross-platform division Mantula. If you check our social media, there is currently an article about clan battles, which also talks about cross-platform divisions.
I'm going to grab the link to that. Real quick.
Yeah, that would be actually fantastic if you can.
Yeah, and for the article, actually, it went quite in depth, like
The article is on,
giving
is
you
on the blog.
reasons
Yeah.
to understand you, for you to understand it a bit better, why it's not just snapping the fingers and it's there.
I'm going
There
to
you
share
go,
this article a
perfect.
few times in the
It should
chats.
be on both, yeah. As
So
well, yes.
the article is about clans, but clans is tied into this whole sort of social system that's required to have cross-platform divisions. So it's all one big package.
That's, for example, a good example. Yeah, that's a good example of like what I mentioned earlier, where sometimes the devs know they need something else first, so they have to work on that first. You might not see it, you might not know it, and then like it gets released at the same time, or like, well, one thing gets released later, but it's only possible because of that first thing. So
Yep.
it's a really good example.
I need your support. Roger. Enemy force detected.
That camo looks awfully
so.
similar to a certain recently released ship. The Alaska camo?
I'm not sure what he's meaning. Recently.
Not sure what camo either. Can you elaborate?
I'm confused.
I am confused as well.
Cool, that makes sense.
I'm confusion.
Okay, what do we have here?
We got a
Already
booster
half
CGI.
HP Worcester. Gotta love to see that. And actually, I didn't even check the DD. Double Shimakaze. Easy. That should
All
be
too easy.
Thank you, Agent.
Did you just?
obligatory exploding Suzuya. Is that a new meme, guys? Because I think she just vaporized.
Ship is on fire.
I'm just gonna cap A and
Gone.
just blank
Reduce
around.
that.
Yes. Do you have red range of A?
Oh!
Oh!
Penetration.
What happened?
I do have radar ranger A, I think.
Okay, beautiful.
So ready?
Also,
No,
just
no, 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 no. It just FYI. If the cap is contested, I don't think
I
the
got
other Shima
torpedoes
as well.
here.
You do?
Yep, I do. That's Shima hooks.
Yeah, maybe just through the gap. She's probably in B, to be fair.
Yeah, probably.
Oregon did not dodge that.
I'm gonna swap to high explosive.
Yeah.
also regarding the Christmas movie, favorite Christmas movie of
Die
all of
Hard.
us, and why is it Die Hard?
No, it's not.
Fun fact also for in Germany, there's a Dinner for One, which is actually English, but nobody in England knows it, or barely anybody. It's like the traditional movie, and it gets played like about 13 times
No love with radar.
on Christmas Eve
Oh,
in
yeah, you
Germany.
do.
So that's
Lots
my
of
choice.
I'm on her with HE. I mean, with some long range cap out of HE. But I have a key in front of me, which I'm gonna have to deal with. Oh, I did not manage to contest her, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to switch to the key.
Yes.
I'll tell you if the key is burning, and you will basically be able to stack all the fires possible on her, because I'm just gonna annoy her.
Whenever there are any plans for ships that we can tell you about, just the same for like legendary carriers, we will tell you about it. But right now we can't say.
Level 5 on the key.
These guys do a great job in my opinion. Is the game perfect? No, but what in life is? It's given me over 2 years of join. I've met wonderful people, many wonderful people. Yeah, like I mean that's the thing, and I'm pretty sure there are definitely a lot of people who are just happy as is, and there are equally as many who say everything is really bad in the game. But that's like ultimately it's everything is subjective, right? Like everybody has their own opinion.
Welcome to game development.
Yeah.
Nobody's happy.
That is the eternal balance act that developers have to do, because if they, for example, like we said earlier, if they add destroyers with deep water torpedoes that are nasty against battleships, the battleships will say, please remove those destroyers. But on the other hand, the destroyers might say, the cruisers are really annoying. So in the end, if we just do everything that everybody asks for, we would just have
If the
plain
community
water, I
was
guess.
balancing the game, I would be concerned about the path legends we could take.
Oh, that anyway.
I'm not saying that they're always wrong, not that they're always right either. They like the amount of
There would be
It's
so
a balance
many
act,
changes
that's-
so quickly.
yes.
Main turret critically
Oh,
damaged.
nice. Oh, wait, did I get it? No, I
No,
didn't get it.
I just told you.
You did actually. You dropped me an ass, but that's okay. Blip, get it. I'm just gonna focus the key to my heart, see if I can get another fire on her.
I think that the day where people realize that when we say, hey, we cannot leak you anything that is upcoming or cannot tell you anything about upcoming plans that are not yet revealed, like the day people acknowledge that and don't ask again, I guess the world will end, hell
No,
will
no,
freeze
that's
over.
the day when you start worrying about it because they already know.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure even if everything would be leaked, like the whole roadmap for the next, I don't know, 3 years, if that would be a thing, there would just be questions about what's going to happen in 4 years. Like,
True.
or I don't know, like like I heard in the PC streams a few times, like, hey, what about another game, World of War trains? Or
War
like,
trains.
yeah, you know,
That would
because they had
be-
like these huge train,
Yeah.
like
I would-
railway guns.
I'll tell you one thing. You will not escape the Russian bias.
Our team is taking
Because
the
like
lead.
like armored trains, like World War I, Russian armored trains are
But-
crazy.
But also like the German like Schwerer Gustav and stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like-
well, yeah, railguns.
Oh,
Even worse, Artie.
hi Shima. I'm not sure. Okay, it is a brave deed.
Yes,
Yes,
Mick,
admit.
I joined the Legends team from the PC team, and I'm the new senior community manager.
Let's give her hope. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, my title below the little camera is kind of
If
small.
I torpedo this Shima Cassie guy, chat, can we get some preemptive Fs, please?
Oh.
Can we get some preemptive Fs? I need to knock out her
no, he's
engine
outrunning.
again.
He's outrunning.
Ah, damn it. I failed my meme. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give her a chance. Oh, what are you shooting at?
What are you aiming at?
Say how did
What are
patch
you
notes
aiming
went? You can go back to the last patch notes. You can find them on the website.
There was an attempt. I think she was out of torpedoes. But I wish I would have had her.
Guys, I got bad news for you. The chat said I'm the new intern, so that
New
means I
intern.
cannot be responsible for anything.
Oh no.
Except
I'm
for-
sorry.
Could I get a coffee?
Wow. Okay, chat, I'm no longer doing turns.
Straight to it, Elaine. Damn.
Good one.
First order of business.
Did not wait it.
He's backing up.
He is backing up. But there's no place safe. Well, Alaska cannot reach you.
World of shopping trolleys needs to be next. Different trolleys in supermarkets. Honestly, there's probably somebody who would play it, but I would be very impressed if that would be successful. But then again, there are such weird games out there, like
I am toast.
whatever you do, somebody somewhere will probably like it. And equally as many people will hate it.
I think that this Alaska's playing on the map slowly but surely.
Yep. He's still got a kilometer or two to go.
When you're planning to combine warships and tanks, do you really want like a, I don't know, well, pretty much actually any battleship shoot at tanks? Like,
That would be fun.
There's
that
a
would be
picture-
pretty
there's
unfun for the
There's a
tanks.
picture of a Panzer IV after receiving a shell from HMS Rodney. It's not pretty.
There's actually anything left?
Yes, there is stuff left.
Chunks of
there's,
metals.
there's a turret ring left.
Yeah, like it's just like the outer shell, right? With like a huge hole punched right in the middle.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Well, I will say, not the best stream gameplay-wise, you know. But hey, we got everything
Like,
within 2 hours,
his-
which was the plan.
His back hurts from carrying like the next week.
You know.
Don't be so modern.
No, but it was fun. That's gonna wrap it up for the
Learn-
games today. But we're still here for a bit. If you guys have any,
I have learned to be happy with average games because it means I'm not doing bad.
I can't. It's not satisfying enough for me. I've been trained by Master Jedi Christian Connor, and it's difficult to get out of it. No,
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Mhm.
No, in general, like if you are like above average, to me that is already all I want.
Yep.
Like I had that with quite some games where I actually ruined my own experience by basically optimizing all the fun out of it.
But you know, it is a responsibility when showcasing new ships and stuff
Yes,
to
of
make
course.
them look good.
But if you are above average, that means you are already showcasing like more than the average player will be able to do. So you are actually fulfilling the target.
Guys, I think he's calling you all potatoes. For me, it
it's just
kind
too
of
big
sounded
brain.
like that. I
It's
don't
too,
know.
It's too big brain for you to understand.
Too smooth, brain.
But yeah, guys, if you have any more questions for Sihals, for Blip, for myself, or about the game or anything, please feel free to ask.
So about that chocolatine again.
Oh, please no.
Thank you, chat, for telling me.
I am way too tired for that anymore.
I'm sure Robin will love me now for the next couple of weeks. We've gun which of you guys is going to be the salty.
I can be the salty one.
Yep. It will be passed on.
We will share the salt between the four of us.
Yeah, we'll split it
Connor not
equally.
being here will also take his. I mean, you know, Connor has been taking on the entirety of Reddit. So for now, I would assume Final Boss, my bad, is the saltiest out of us
Yeah.
three for now.
Yep.
For a justified reason, actually.
So you mean he's not
Yeah.
community manager, he's salt manager.
Chris bestowed upon me a sticky note that was dubbed the voice of reason.
Uh-oh.
So hopefully I am the new developer and voice of reason for bringing your guys' concerns to forward
To the right ears.
and through the right ears.
Yeah.
So that's my goal. So
Cross saying there needs to be a crossover World of Warplanes, but with A and S. Are you like just playing like the desert and like the like a grassland? Yeah, no, but like all these crossovers, like of course you could probably make them work somehow. Whether they would be fun, whether it would work, like you would need to plan stuff like this when you create the game. You can't just like merge games that quickly. And that would also mean you would need to download all 3 games at once, so it would be a huge game. So I'm not sure that's a fun thing actually.
When is the Jolly Roger flag coming? Eventually, guys, eventually.
and
Good
eventually
thing
potato
We should
Good thing
actually
comes
just
in time.
add like a chatbot that detects whenever somebody is asking like when is something coming or how much is.
know-
just replies soon TM.
That has been delayed due to questioning.
There is still this ongoing meme. Every time someone mentions Des Moines, we postpone it 1 month on the calendar. We could start doing this for any features like X when.
What do you mean
Just
start?
imagine having to keep track of that.
What do you mean start? We're already doing that, didn't you know?
It's automated.
It's done. It's done.
There's a request counter and it's like a big screen in the development team's office. It
Can
just
you
says like
explain
every
the-
single feature. And it's like how many times has it requested, and that's the amount of months it gets delayed. Yeah.
There's actually something behind you on your background, Sihalis. Can you explain what is the Wheel of Misfortune?
The Wheel of Misfortune, like this
Yes.
thing here, we have used for a couple streams in the past, where it's basically 24 different options, and some can be stuff like the equivalent of like you get a free legendary ship, or you get a free whatever tier premium ship, or like containers, or like doubloons premium in Warships PC, or like other stuff. And because it's Misfortune, there can always be rather unfortunate things, like you get banned for a day, or like you just get like 1 silver.
Or chat banned for like 10 minutes or
Well, I mean, chat band in Legends is going to be relatively inefficient.
true.
He's already planning to use that on you guys, and I'm actually okay with it. We could definitely do some sort of
We
streams
could,
with it,
yeah.
like the Wheel of Misfortune. You know, just you just get your most played ship removed for a week. Too bad.
All you are left with is tier 1 ships.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's like, what would be equivalent of Mikasa?
The equivalent to Mikasa.
Yeah. Like
Mikasa.
in terms of
Mikasa?
hate.
In terms of hate?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not sure how to feel about that because Mikasa is both hated and beloved.
Yes.
It's blurst.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, what's the blurst ship?
Nino Bixio? Italian tier 1 cruiser?
Hmm.
It is the worst ship in the game.
I don't know, man.
Not sure.
We'll have to brainstorm about this eventually.
Yeah.
Wheel of Misfortune sounds fun. Yeah, it's fun unless you don't get the misfortune part.
I love the Medea destroyers. Yeah, there's currently for Xbox, when you have a Game Pass, you have a free DLC right now with the tier 2 British destroyer Medea that you can get for free if you have Game Pass. Players have been asking if this package is going to come to PS. I can't confirm nor deny, to be honest. But right now, for Xbox players, it is available on the MS Store if you have Game Pass.
Yep.
So
It'll,
make sure to get it. It's freebies. You know, it also comes with more goodies than just the destroyer. So
Yeah, and if so it'll be coming to both Xbox. Well, it's already on Xbox. It'll be coming to PlayStation sooner or later, as soon as it gets through the pipeline.
hashtag Blip confirmed.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice one.
I'm gonna let Blip say his final words. I'm gonna say my final words, and I'm gonna leave the outro for Sihalis because I like to torture him.
I was just about to mention this one last thing. Wheel of Misfortune mode. Instead of getting buffs, you're getting debuffs.
Oh no.
Could be.
I don't know. Like, guys, you really want misfortunes to happen in the game. Like, you want giveaways, right?
They like
Not
to
like
suffer.
ban giveaways.
They like to suffer. No, but we can come up with some fun stuff.
Be sure about what you wish for.
Oh yeah,
You might regret it.
definitely.
All right, so
Yeah. So thank you for coming, everybody. We finally have Strasbourg. Finally.
I mean, we
finally here.
also finally have Blip back with us. I
And
mean,
yeah, of course, we finally have me too. And maybe we'll finally have Final Boss at some point.
do you have any
maybe.
announcement to make for an upcoming stream, by the way?
Oh, yes. So we are going to be doing United Kingdom's aircraft carriers soon. Should be Monday. The
10th?
13th?
13th.
13th.
13th,
because
it's the Monday, yeah.
is a charity stream
Right.
for PC.
Yes.
So on the 13th, we'll be doing the UK aircraft carriers, going through as many of them as I can possibly get through, because there are so many minute details and weirdness and changes and different versions of ships that I cannot hope to possibly get it mistake-free, but we will do, or I will do what I can. So join me on the 13th for another live stream, UK carriers, and I'll probably make one of these to play carriers. And I know Robin is enjoying that.
Fine. I'll do it. You know, I've been supporting Princeblip with his Ships of the Line streams as well, so I'll carry on that token and I will play CVs. Fair enough.
I mean, I would have, of course, volunteered.
If
but
you
I'm
want, hey.
unfortunately on a business trip.
Yes, it's fair enough. But guys, thank you very much for coming. We had good numbers tonight, so that's always appreciated. I hope you had fun with the stream. I hope you enjoy the content that's coming with this update. I've told you this on the previous stream, but I'm gonna say it again because I like to emphasize on this. But expect some very good stuff coming your way. Next update. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm really excited for you guys, and I cannot wait to be able to reveal everything we have in store for you. So yeah, just keep an eye on our social. You can catch all of us, and now as well Cihalis on our Discord, Reddit. I'm not sure Reddit yet, but Discord definitely.
Well, I'm Cihalis on Reddit as well.
Yes.
I just don't really tend to check my DMs there. Like if you want to reach me by DM, and please only send me a DM if it's like short stuff, or like if you have stuff that you can discuss in public, please do it in public.
Yeah.
When he's getting an afro enough, I'm not touching this. It's gonna stay for now. But thank you guys for being here, and I'll leave the last words to Cihalis. Bye bye. Have a good night.
Yeah, you heard the guys. There's awesome stuff coming, and like as I said earlier, I'm still getting into my new position. Will still probably take me a couple of weeks, maybe even months. Who knows? However long it takes to really get fully into all of it, be able to fully help you with all your questions and needs and requests. But as I just said, it's like the time is actually quite a bit difficult for me because I'm basically here for a week, then on a business trip, then for a couple of days in the office, and then I already got vacation planned. So don't expect me to see me too much, but I will definitely Definitely.
That's a new word.
Yeah, I tried to definitely try. Now I got it. To be around and like say hello and join more streams, of course, as well. Really looking forward to working with the team, hearing from you guys. Already was a first stream that was really fun. So yeah. Without further ado, I guess goodbye.
Intelligence data.
I've got that lightning inside me, son of a gun.